I would like to introduce Eric S. Tanoy, who is the president of Greenpoint Nurseries. Greenpoint Nurseries is located in Hilo and is a grower and exporter of Hawaiian tropical flowers, foliage, and plants. Eric is currently serving as the president of Hawaii Floriculture and Nursery Association and as the president of the Synergistic Hawaii Agriculture Council, also called SHAC. Good morning, Eric. Thank you for joining us today.
Morning, Glenn. Thank you so much for the very nice introduction. Aloha kako, and good morning to all. I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. And thank you to our attendees and educators for taking the time to plan your travels, acquiring your substitutes, and educators for taking the time to be with us today. And for the time that you're going to be missing in your classrooms and with your students, and other matters that you may be missing because you're here today with us. So thank you very much. We feel very blessed that we have, I believe, 25 teachers with us, joining us this morning, and from all islands, even representing from Molokai and Lanai. So this is great news. Because last year we only had 13, so we almost doubled the amount of teachers, so fantastic. I would also like to give my thanks to our Hawaii State Legislature, who has shown their support to our industry and who has helped with a fund in a grant in aid fund so that we can put on this webinar this morning or today. Thank you also to the Hawaii Department of Agriculture for always showing support to our industry and also for giving us support today. Special thanks to Sharon Hurd at the DOA at Marketing and Development Branch for her kokua and guidance. A quick shout out, County of Hawaii Research and Development Department. Thank you to our Director, Diane Lay, and our moderator today, Mr. Glenn Sacco, our Agricultural Specialist at R&D. Thank you to also HFNA, the association, the Board of Directors. Thank you very much also to our HFNA Grant Administrator, Ms. Judy Schillings, for planning and implementing this webinar today. This is our second annual program, and the first one taking place last year in April, when everyone still could travel. Today, with the travel restrictions, the good news is that we're doing our first webinar, and we hope that you bear with us with a few technical difficulties, but nothing that we can't overcome. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share a little about floriculture, our family business, and our industry. My name is Eric Tanoe, and I'm currently the president of Hawaii Floriculture and Nursery Association. HFNA, a statewide umbrella organization with a little over 300 members statewide. Our membership is made up of hybridizers, breeders, propagators, growers, shippers, wholesalers, retailers, educators, and the allied industry, which supports all our efforts in agriculture. The floriculture industry is valued at approximately $84.2 million in 2018 with our National Agriculture Statistics Service, NAS, and Hawaii Agriculture Statistics Service, HAS, reports. And we approximate about 2,000 employees in our industry. You can visit our websites, hawaiifloriculture.org and hawaiineotropica.com. HFNA has a history of working with the University of Hawaii College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resources, UH-CTAR, who has a research and an extension and a breeding program that supports our industry, along with assistance with Daniel K. Inouye USDA Pacific Basin Agricultural Research Center, PBARC, who focus also on research and supports our industry. HFNA takes a holistic approach in keeping our industry viable and moving forward. Putting on this career opportunity event today is part of that approach to serve our statewide membership. We seek to educate policymakers on our industry's behalf, and we improve our logistics by negotiating favorable rates with shipping and other costs. We also secure grant funding to market our products here and abroad. And the strong demand for our Hawaii-grown products are a result of these efforts. And our marketing never stops. Despite the pandemic, the proactive measure is to help us recover faster once this pandemic is brought under control. It is with the help of my fellow HFNA directors that our organization can support our members and help to implement our strategic plan. This strategic plan highlights the important area of identifying and encouraging young students who may wish to enter agriculture and the floral industry. This is important not just for our industry and not just for agriculture. Agriculture affects us all. And if you can even say that agriculture is the foundation of a strong country. Agriculture is a stewardship of the land. And we all must take care of our land, our water, our air, and to preserve our natural resources. We need to understand the balance and our place in it. If you take a moment to look at the sky, and you observe the clouds forming and condensing, and then water droplets forming and dripping onto leaves, branches, and trees, nurturing things to grow. Understanding through the use of observation was the key to the ancient Hawaiian farming system, the ahapua'a, which led to the understanding that everything should be in balance. As for myself, I started in the floriculture industry on our family farm at a young age, but not many have this opportunity. That is why we would like to create an opportunity to share agriculture and the floriculture industry with the help of teachers and the Department of Education, to create open discussion in the classroom. We want to be there to support and encourage those who have an interest. Now you might be asking yourself, what is floriculture here in Hawaii? Floriculture, or flower farming, is a discipline of horticulture concerned with the cultivation of flowers and ornamental plants for gardens and for floristry, comprising the floral industry. Floriculture is also known as non-edible agriculture, or food for the soul, where the products we grow are to be enjoyed visually as a source of beauty and also to provide comfort. The floriculture industry in Hawaii consists of growers of temperate flowers, tropical flowers, cut foliage, blooming plants, foliage plants, and ornamentals. It also includes florists, landscapers, designers, event coordinators, and wholesalers. In slide 9, the left bar shows $76.8 million in 2009 for floriculture in Hawaii. And the right bar shows $84.3 million for 2018, with our industry finally showing growth. The main cut flower products we grow in Hawaii are anthurium, birds of paradise, ginger, heliconia, protea, orchids such as cymbidiums, dendrobiums, oncidiums, different foliage, types like tea leaves. For potted foliage, we have dracaenas and palms. And last, for potted flowering plants, we have anthuriums, bromeliads, poinsettias, and orchid plants like dendrobium and phalaenopsis. Lei flower is also a unique commodity for Hawaii floriculture. The opportunity that present in floriculture, we need new farmers. Agriculture has an aging farmer issue. Although we are not alone, many industries are having the same discussion. The average age of a farm operator in Hawaii and across the country is over 60 years old. This is why in 10 years, we probably will see a sharp decline in farmers if we do not get new people entering this field. This is a concern for all farmers. Where will the next generation come from? I'm also the president of Greenpoint Nurseries, located on island of Hawaii. We are starting our third generation as a family business, which was founded by my late father, Harold Tadashi Tanoe, in 1976. Greenpoint is known for our anthurium, and we export tropical flowers and foliage to the state, to the US mainland, and internationally. My father instilled into me the importance of being caretakers of our environment, and Greenpoint Nurseries embraces that green spirit by adopting solar panel systems and having water reservoir, water catchment systems at our nurseries. I love what I do for a living. How can you not love growing flowers as a livelihood? How can you not love having a chance to share flowers with others? Roughly 50% of our industry's business is local, and we export the other half coast to coast to the US mainland. As a grower, it's nice to know that many people will enjoy and benefit from our flowers. Of course, the current pandemic has changed things. Before the pandemic, our family business was selling every stem we could get our hands on. Now, like most business, we are in a major challenge on our hands. This pandemic has curtailed a lot of special events and even everyday events that flowers were an important element of, such as designs in a lobby of a hotel, a festive table arrangement for dinner among friends, and of course, weddings. But we've had challenges before. We have always come through stronger. And that is because as an industry, we learn from these experiences. What do we need to become? What do you need to become part of our industry? You need to be an entrepreneur. Taking on challenges and overcoming them is one of the characteristics of an entrepreneur. This is an important trait for young people, as they will face challenges we never faced before. Other attributes of an entrepreneur are perseverance, a willingness to take calculated risk, creative problem solving, and the drive to succeed. I believe these traits can be taught. For me, it was OJT, on-the-job training, or how I like to refer to it as the school of hard knocks. My dad was a great teacher, but a strict one. He would give me tasks to take on. He would share advice, but more importantly, he empowered me to succeed or to fail. For we learn from our failures, and when we succeed, we gain confidence for the next challenge and the next one after that. We need to welcome young people with this kind of entrepreneurial spirit into our industry. When I read about project-based learning, it reminded me of the school of hard knocks. Students can be challenged with real-life projects and have a chance to put all these desirable traits to the test. Let's have them develop a business plan of their own and grow a product or products, and then take them to market. And let the market determine the viability of their business plan. Those entrepreneurial skills will help them succeed, whether they work for a corporation or start their own business. Those skills will also help them succeed in their personal lives as well. It will help them grow. I hope you enjoy the presentations today, as we have many interesting and informative speakers. Mahalo nui loa. Glenn, do you have any questions?
Yes, Eric. Thank you very much for sharing your insights about Hawaii's floriculture industries. So we have an interesting question that has been sent in. What is the best way for a K-12 kid with no familial ties to a horticulture business to be able to get experience in floriculture?
Great question. My simple answer to that is join 4-H at CTAR or at the university, or get involved with a farmer's market, or get some experience in even a neighborhood. Everyone gardens. So encouraging young people to actually learn to plant a seed or learn to plant a young plant and then water it and observe and watch it grow at a young age is going to open up a past, an experience, an involvement that will interest them for life. It'll help them be able to mature and take care of things and be responsible for taking care of something. So I hope that answered the question.
Thank you for your response. And here's another question that came in. What are good plants to try to grow in the classroom?
Okay, another great question. The classroom normally is with fluorescent light. And so you want to select plants that can thrive in low light conditions. Anthurium, certain orchids, bromeliads, and foliage plants do very well in these conditions. Like in a tropical forest, a lot of the plants that you select may be on the bottom of the canopy or in the middle of the canopy. Those type of tropical, subtropical plants will always do well in low light conditions. Remember, don't overwater.